Good morning and welcome to another episode of Art with the Armory. How are you, Margaret Barber?
Good. Just y'all, that video, it's different when it's you doing it, you know? When somebody else is doing it, it's great. Everything looks great. I don't anyway.
This is going to be good. So what Margaret's talking about today is Margaret is actually doing the art show today. Margaret, I am Ann Hales with AARP Alabama, and we are with Margaret Barber, who is the arts program coordinator with the Armory Learning Arts Center.
Yes.
And she is actually the one doing the video today, or doing the class today. So she's created a video that will show you. And this whole session today is actually recorded. If you have questions about any of this, put this in the chat because we will get back to those questions in the chat so you can refer back to it. Again, anytime we do any of these videos, you can come back to it on AARP Alabama's Facebook page, on our YouTube page, and watch them over and over to see how things are done. So, Margaret, tell us a little bit about what we're going to do today.
Well, we're going to be making gel prints. We're going to be making little, we're going to take leaves and other natural items, and we're going to place them on a gelatin plate, and then we're going to print acrylic paint printing on them. So it'll explain it, but we're going to teach you how to make your own gelatin plate. Lordy. We're going to teach you how to make your own gelatin plate so that you don't have to purchase one. You can purchase them online, and they're not really expensive, but if you and some friends want to get together and make them, and then you can reuse them, and it's something fun to do, something different.
You showed me a minute ago the examples that you have. So what's fascinating about these prints is that you can create several different things, use them as cards, as bookmarks. It's just art to print and hang up, to do all kinds of things.
There's one of my little baby zinnias that we printed. And then there's some other ones, just pretty little, pretty little artwork.
That's beautiful. And it looks like a lot of fun. So let's get started on the video. And then if I have any questions at the end, we'll ask them. And again, everyone, if you're listening, if you have a question, put it in the chat and we will get back to those on Wednesday.
This is not your kid's slime science project. It's called a gel plate, and we're going to learn how to print and make artwork from these. First, we're going to use some basic ingredients to make your gel plate. We're going to use vegetable glycerin. You can buy this online. You're going to need food grade gelatin. It's a powder. You're going to need some good old tap water heated to boiling in the microwave. We're going to take 1.5 cups of glycerin, 1/3 cup of gelatin plus a teaspoon, so it's like 17 teaspoons of gelatin. And we're going to mix that together. We're going to take our boiling water, and we're going to pour that glycerin and gelatin mix into the boiling water. Mix it up really well until it's all dissolved. This is going to create our plate. From the jelly plate, we will be creating basic relief prints from leaves and other organic items. You can use any baking sheet as a mold for your plate. I used a 9x13 plastic storage container with a lid. We're cutting our gel plate to approximately 5x7. We'll be using 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper cut in half to print on. The excess gel can be melted down and stored in an airtight container for use with another project. Go ahead and choose some favorite acrylic colors for your prints. You can use any pliable leaves, lace, or even paper cutouts to lay on the plate. On a separate sheet of paper, I've drawn off the printing paper size. We will tape off that area with green tape so I'll know where to put our paper. Just inside the masked paper area, we'll draw off a 5x7 shape. This will be the guide for where we'll put our jelly plate. Let's put our piece of acrylic or our sheet protector on top of that guide and tape it down. Now we're going to lay our jelly plate over the plastic and check our paper for good measure. We're going to put paint on a palette and roll the brayer to cover. By moving the paint-covered brayer over the plate, we create a colored surface on which to place our leaves or items that we want to print. Make sure to cover the plate completely with paint, but not too thick. I love tomato leaves this time of year, and ferns. Those are two of my favorites. After placing your leaves directly on the paint-covered plate, place a piece of paper on top and carefully tape down one end. This allows you to print a second time or another color using the same placement. This is a type of registration. Rub all the areas really well before moving your paper. There are many variations and ways to print. I like to print a couple of times before adding more paint. Sometimes the second and third pulls are actually more interesting than the first ones. This allows you to change the leaves that you're using, paint colors, or even after the original prints have been made, you can go back and print different items or colors to create complex imagery. This purple leaf is an ornamental sweet potato vine, and that creates a really nice look as well. It's okay if the leaves have holes in them. It's okay even if your plate has some little specks or holes. It creates some variety and visual interest. Be sure to rub that paper down really well. This is that second pull.
These are so much fun to do. Kids can do these, adults. Right now I'm cleaning the plate so that I can change colors. You just wipe off the brayer. Baby wipes work really well. Notice I'm just putting enough black ink or paint on the plate to cover it. There's that tomato leaf again. Now I'm going to lay the sweet potato print over that black ink with the tomato leaf. Fun! Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here.
Great.
Isn't that fun? Doesn't it look like I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
That looked like fun. The second lift, is that is the one that you tended to use, but you could use any of, I mean, all of those were just a different kind of variation, just, right?
Whether you print on that leaf directly, you get like a negative image with no leaf veins and stuff, because you always want to put your leaf or your pattern or whatever it is with the textured side down, so that when you pull it off and there's paint on that area, when you put the paper on, you're really going to see all those veins and leaf little intricacies. And I was thinking, while you're doing this, you could even do this with like a grandbaby. You put a little bit of ink, you ink the plate, and then you could put their little hand on it and then pull the hand away and then print that image. And that would be a really sweet little memento, or
wouldn't it be? Yeah.
Like a baby announcement or something like that. Of course, you're only getting like one off, but they're all originals. So I don't know how long that kid would sit still.
That's right. But that would be fun. That'd be pretty too. Yeah. You've given me an idea. So this was fun. Thank you, because it's something different. It reminded me a little bit of, I can't remember what it's called, where you carve out on a plate.
Mm-hmm. Like a wood block or a lino
right
cut, where you're carving out.
Similar to that, but different. So this was fun, and you showed how to make the jelly. So that was terrific. Let's talk about what we have coming up next month, because this one sounds really interesting too. Tell everybody a little bit about what we've got going on next month, and that will be the second Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Laura Stasser, a local artist, will be here, and she's going to be doing some alcohol ink on glass tumblers. And that I'm really interested to see what she's going to do with that. The examples I've seen are just beautiful. And I'm sure you'll be getting those images really soon. And then that's for September. And then October, we'll have a local art business owner, Heather Parrish, do something with our emotions. She'll do some painting or demonstrating painting or art making, but she's also going to talk to us about how art helps our emotional state. And so I think that'll be kind of an interesting one too. So.
I'm looking forward to that one too, because I've heard about journaling and using art and using it in a journal and just helping you with mental health. I mean, how beautiful is that?
Yeah.
So let's looking forward to the next couple months, and everyone stay tuned for upcoming shows that we have or upcoming events, and then we will be with you again next month. It's good to see you, everybody.
Nice to see you.